Hey, what's up guys? Skills WG here. We're going to teach you about gauntlets today. This is the gauntlets guide that I'm going to be making. Just a warning that I'm not a pro or very super up gauntlets player. I am just, I can get to diamond with gauntlets, so I will show you what I know. And this is not like some crazy cool looking guide that a lot of people make. I'm not very good at editing like that, so here we go. This is gauntlets. Gauntlet light attacks. We have a lot of good gauntlet light attacks. Gauntlets is a very string heavy weapon. We have sidelight, which is probably your best string starter. It just pops them up in the air just like that, and it gives a little bit of. It doesn't hit super close like that. You have to give it a little bit of leeway. It doesn't hit on top of you, so it's good. And that's your string starter. We have downlight, which is another good string starter for multiple things. It's a good interrupter. For certain attacks. You can do this to do into sidelight, true combo, just like that, at most every health, I believe. Yep, at all health. All health is it's a true combo. Downlight to sidelight, true combo. Okay, so if you hit downlight, sidelight. And you have Nutrilite, which is just a standstill punch and bag. I believe it hits stacked. Yes, it does. It's very stacked. Let me see if it can hit real close here. Not super stacked, but pretty much the whole thing. If they're just a tad bit on the other side of you, then you're not gonna hit them. But it's pretty much directly stacked. But it's a pretty simple move. It's a good move to punish people with if they miss their sidelight, dash in, and a Nutrilite. Very good, very quick attack. But it's kind of like unarmed Nutrilite. So you know, if you miss it, you are kind of standing still for a little bit of time there. So it's punishable definitely. So it's a good punish tool. Just move in and pop. Then we have our aerial move, which is down air, which is a lot like the neutral, but you can fall on people. It's a good, if you're right above them, if you just do this, it's kind of hard to miss. It's got some pretty wide hitbox. So you can hit like a little bit. Yeah, see how far I wasn't even really close. So it's a good hitbox, but you have to be careful of going down on people like that, because if you miss, you're just like sitting duck for a couple seconds there. Just sitting there. You have neutral air, which is a very heavy string move. It's very good on off stage. It's a lot of really good things. So it hits grounded opponents if you just do it right like that. And do it again. Just like that, and also can string into different things. If I can do it right. But that's only after they dodge, of course. But you'll see in a minute. I'll go over strings that we do with this character or these gauntlets. But neutral air is very good off stage. You can get people dodging through you and throw them back down. All right, now we have side air, which is amazing move. Okay, so it's when you hit them, it punches them down. You see how it kind of angles them down like that? So it bounces off the ground, and also in the air. See how it punches them down like that? After like higher health, they get flung a lot further, and it's a very good like spike move. It's actually crazy in my opinion. And you can see when you attack, it moves you to the side, right, like that. So when you get knocked off stage a lot, you can use this to just side air and come back to the stage. But be careful, because you are in a little bit of active frames, so if you try to do that, someone can punish you for it. So you have to be careful when you use it. But yeah, it's very good. And this is also another string starter. Pretty much everything you have in this kit is string starter. So I'll show you a little bit about the strings and what you should do a little bit here. You then have recovery, which is just straight up punch, kind of like unarmed recovery. Probably a little bit more powerful. But very good. Just pretty simple up straight, but you pretty much go straight up. You do not, like with unarmed recovery, you kind of go a lot to the side when you do it. This one you cannot steer. It just kind of goes straight up and down. Just a tiny bit, but not as much. And then you have ground pound, which you can steer. It's the only ground pound that can steer. Look at how I'm going like that. So you can go way away from people and then still hit them down like that. It's really crazy for off stage. Gauntlets are a very good off stage weapon. They have so much tools in their kit to get people off the stage. Then ground pound is one of them, but it is very slow. So ground pound goes as fast as a natural fall speed. So if someone's falling just at their normal speed like this, you'll go at the same speed. So it's not very fast. Not a very humongous hitbox, but if you do let go of it early, it does hit a little bit on the outside of your character. So where I'd miss right here, I could probably let go, and then, well, Yeah, see, I'd hit him a little bit. So that's just a little bit if you let go a little early. Good to know. All right, so let's get right into the strings. I do not know all the strings, nor do I plan to tell you everything, because the strings are based on what you do. But this is kind of like what I go by, and like in general amount. As I've said before, downlight and sidelight are your starter. Downlight into sidelight is true at every health. So do that. Now, sidelight to neutral air is not true. You have the 4 dodge frames you see there. So most people, at least people that can dodge out of it, will dodge out of it. So we give this guy a dodge reaction. We just say, let's just do a neutral, right? So you do this. Look, you can't grab him. Okay, so after sidelight, expect a dodge reaction. Okay, a lot of people dodge react. So boom, boom, a dodge reaction. Okay, so there's multiple ones we could do. Let's just start with the neutral. A lot of people do a neutral dodge after that. Neutral dodge is probably the worst dodge, and you have a crazy string that you can do afterwards. So I'll just show you that right here. Oops, let me try that again. And let me try that again. There we go. So that is the dodge right there. It's still pretty hard for me to pull off. There we go. Oh, almost had it. But it's pretty hard to pull off, but it's one of the most heavier strings this character can do. Because you jump down like that, right? That's supposed to be a neutral air after that. And then if you can grab them out of the air just like that, you can do a downlight into chase dodge neutral air, and you throw them off the stage almost every time. I messed it up. See, I'm not very great. I'm not perfect at these gauntlets yet. Like that. And then you can they're just off the stage, and off the stage is where you want gauntlets to be. But that's a very good one to do. Also, you could do just wait and recover. Like that, and then expect them, obviously you'd probably, if they're at higher health there, let's just do a little bit. They're gonna go a little bit further. Oops. Up like that. And then you can, if they're a certain amount of damage, you could probably jump up and grab them, but that's a little too much right there. So that's another reaction. So a lot of the times, how to say, anywhere to the side, let's remove that. Stand, let's do up to the side. Let's do the right. So a lot of people dodge to the right or to the left. Just you have to get kind of to read it. But when you do that, you can do something like that, right? So in the air, you do a gravity cancel and then do it the other direction where they go, right? So boom. That's a read right there, and especially to add that. And they can't get out of that recovery right there. Just like so. Pretty good, right? And then they could also do it when you do it the opposite way, so. There we go, just like that. Another one, same direction. But, through the person, so it's a little bit different. Boom, just like that. And that can kill them. If they're at such a certain amount of health, they can die from that. So I would definitely look and read how your opponent is dodging after sidelight. And if they do a very common one, try to use one of those to do it. Another one is dodge down. When they dodge down, you can do a neutral air falling, something like that, and then you can string them into that. A lot of people, I'm a big dodge downer when it comes to gauntlets. For some reason, I should never do it, but not a lot of people know the neutral light falling like that, and so it becomes a lot of people don't read that. So I tend to do it a lot, which is still bad because it's still become a pretty big string if people know how to do it right. There you go. Or you could probably even follow it with a ground pound. There you go. Ground pound is probably good. Like something like that. That's a pretty good string, right? Either way, those are some solid strings from sidelight. There's a couple more difficult strings with downlight only, and you have to do it at gravity cancel, so you have to be like above them like that and hitting them. After that, you can do a chase dodge recover. That, even though I have one dodge frame, that is true. There you go, it's just like that. And that can, if they're at yada yada health, almost kills, but it's a little more because it's gauntlets. But yeah, if you do that in the air, let's say they're jumping here, say I have them jump, still true, and you're closer to the sky. So if you're way up here, can't get them any higher than that. But either way, they will die at, you know, lower health. Boom, dead. So anyways, that's a good string to do from downlight. Also, if they are, you can do a chase dodge, neutral air. Ooh, that might not be true. There we go. It is true. It is true. I just have to get it. Like that, right? So that's something you can turn into throwing them off stage. But you have to be in the air already when you're doing a chase dodge. Just like that. And then, you know, whatever happens after that. It's a cool string. And then whatever, you know, deciding what they dodge after that is, you know, more continuing of the string. But that is a true combo right there. Oh, look at that. See? Off the stage already. There you go. That's a good way to do it. Downlight, sidelight are your beautiful, wonderful starters. You can also, like I said before, do a gravity cancel and boop, like that. But because you're not on stage, you can't follow up with certain things. So you can start up with a gravity cancel sidelight and then wait for a dodge read. And then just do a recovery. If they do like side to side, let's see. Dodge reaction right. So you can just follow them a little bit, right? You can just follow them, and then you can still hit them on their dodge frame and read their dodges at really low health. Down air to side light is actually true. See how that no dodge frames in between. So if they're actually at 0 health and they don't move as much, it can be very true. But you gotta do it right. There you go, 1 dodge frame. And then after that, you can, and even 1 dodge frame is pretty hard to dodge from sometimes, so a lot of people won't. Look at that. Just another string, another combo there. So one thing, like knowing about gauntlets and their strings, is that you have to know when they will be able to get their dodge back, right? Because so if you do a true combo here, boom, just like that, you'll know they're gonna dodge somewhere, and then you know, look, you couldn't finish that because they could dodge again, right? So you have to know when they could do that, so you could continue your string into something else or get away from them, because sometimes they will attack you instead of trying to just dodge, you know. So try to expect what could happen after that. Getting too long of strings is pretty hard to do because they can get out of it easier and attack you. So do a few of those strings that you do, and then just kind of get out and reset. Try it again. All right, let's go some off stage here. Some off stage gauntlets have very good off stage. They have side air that spikes them down, neutral air spikes them down, ground pound, down air, just a buttload of stuff. So it's kind of just what your opponent does. So when you knock them off stage, if they are known to do a panic jump, is what people call it, is where after they immediately get frames, they jump. You can do a neutral air, and it'll grab right through, they'll jump right through your body, and you'll throw them right back down. So here's that. Jump up, and then they're down a jump, and you can, at higher health, let's just like this, right? Same thing, and they're dead. They're immediately dead already. It's crazy. You have to get used to where, you know, they are gonna fall to. Just prepare for that neutral air. Okay. Same thing works for side air. Look at that. If they panic jump, side air. Just side air. It's easy. They keep getting spiked downwards and they keep jumping. People do this all the time. It's not. I've done it multiple times. You know, it's gonna happen. Just do it a couple times like that. It gets them really off space. Look at that. And there you saw me use the side air to recover also, which was pretty good. Don't forget to use that side air for recovery. It's really, really good. If they don't jump, let's see, jump off. You can just do a down like that. You'll more than likely, if they take a second to jump, and more than likely with a down air, you will likely to just fall on them, and then you can, you know, wait to do something else after that. So that was a little patient, then he panic jumped, right? Little patient jump, then a panic jump. So you gotta, because once you're down really low, you almost have to panic jump just to survive, right? Just to get up fast enough. Oop, I went a little far there. And then also, like I said before, ground pound is just crazy. Usually what I do is I use it after I can use it to, if they're off the stage, sometimes I'll use it to quick jump like this. I'll dash jump, boom, hit them off the stage while they're going, that didn't work, while they're going down here. Sometimes they don't expect it, sometimes they do, but be careful with doing that because you are moving slow, so they could spike you if do it. But a lot of times I do another neutral air after, like, I get them off the side here, get them there, and then I do immediate ground pound because like I said, a lot of people try to panic jump after the neutral air, and thus they go right into the ground pound, and then there's like almost no way they're ever gonna return after that, like that. See. And then there's no way they're coming back. So it's kind of like what you're going to do. Lower ranks, most people always panic jump. So prepare just to destroy people that panic jump with these gauntlets, right? Look at that. Look at that. Every time. No problem. Side air, neutral air. Side air is probably the easiest to get used to. But like I said, neutral air, you could do this on like expecting dodge reads. So if they come up and they're like, you're not even off the stage. You can just go, boop, grab one after he's trying to dodge through you, throw him back down, and thus you're got him. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention with strings and such forth is Nutrilite. So Nutrilite, like I said before, is a great dash in and punish tool. They side area, the miss, boom, jump in like that, okay? Now, what they do after that is very string potential, in my opinion. Like, you could just easily string them, but it's not perfect. It's not like as easy as the other ones. So it depends on what they do. So a lot of times when I do a neutral air, jump in like that, I like to chase dodge twice. Try to get behind them, or so on and so forth. Like, try to get behind them, because if they do, let's say dodge reaction. Let's just say they do a neutral, right? Yeah, dash in, punish them, dash twice, boom. And you got this string going on again, okay? But remember, they can dodge that, so look at that. Spot dodge, double spot dodge into an insane string from yellow to red, no problem. Then also like dodging up even. Let's try it up. So you do this. And that usually can kind of poke them just a little bit there. So in Nutrilite, just expect to try to do this every time you do it. You know, you're gonna get red if you do it all the time. So try to learn other ways to, you know, find a way around it. Strings are pretty much limitless in this game. Just figuring out how they dodge. Remember, if they attack, if they try to wake up attack you, your dodge frame should be fine enough to get dodge from them. So what I do is sometimes I'll sit there like this, okay, and I'll go dodge, dodge, and I'll wait for them to do something, and then I'll go from there. Right? Okay. So that's, like I said, it's not a perfect string, but it's something to look for when you're attacking them. Alright guys, well I guess that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys learned anything from this, let me know. If you haven't, that's okay. This is like I said, I'm not perfect at this game, at these gauntlets. I have gotten them to diamond with Zariel, and so I know a little bit about them. I'm able to play them pretty good, at diamond level at least. And I really like, I'm a fan of gauntlets. I am a fan. So let me know what you think, and hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Peace.